Finally, some good news coming with regards to PR programs in Canada, especially with regards to provincial nominee programs. This comes from New Brunswick. New Brunswick in 2024 had stopped all their PNP intakes and AIP intakes, and they had announced that they would reopen the program later on in 2025. And now, as of February 5th, the program has reopened. Now, there was a valid reason for New Brunswick to pause their intake for such a long time, because they've not only made slight changes to the PNP intake with regards to the jobs that they want to prefer or the jobs that they want to restrict, but also they have completely overhauled some of their PNP programs, such as the most popular skilled worker stream in New Brunswick. So, to get an overview of what New Brunswick PNP changes are, what NOCs have been restricted in the most common PNP streams, we're going to talk about all of this in this video, so stay tuned until the end. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Dhruv. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. At our firm, Effizient Inc, we assist all prospective immigrants with their immigration to Canada. If you are an aspirant, you need help, you need assistance, here is our contact information. Feel free to reach out to us. I'm sure we would be able to help you, and we would be happy to help you. If you would like to talk about your situation to me personally, the link to book an appointment is in the description of this video. I would be happy to chat with you, and I'd be happy to help you resolve your situation. Now, coming to the New Brunswick PNP, what are the changes and what has been implemented by New Brunswick? But before we talk in detail about New Brunswick, let's quickly answer the comment of the week. This comment comes on our OINP video. This is about the Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program, and question is about the Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program. It's a long question, but the TLDR of the question is that my education and my NOC code does not really match very well. My education that I did in Canada and the job offer from Ontario does not match very well, and I have put my file in the international student stream. Will I be eligible? Excellent question. The main question is, does the job offer and education in Canada have to be related for OINP international student stream? The answer is no. It's okay for the job offer and your education in Canada to be unrelated. Again, for the category of your job offer, the kind of job that you're doing and what you studied, you will get different points under the OINP scoring system. However, it's not a mandatory requirement that they have to be directly related. I hope this helps. Now, coming back to the New Brunswick PNP program. Now, guys, here on the screen, you can see the New Brunswick PNP program website. And here, the New Brunswick PNP program has put a notice that Immigration New Brunswick has been adjusting its 2025 Provincial Economic Immigration Program and pathways in view of overall changes in Canadian immigration system. Now, beginning Wednesday, February 5th, we will begin to reopen provincial pathways in a controlled manner. Please consult individual immigration programs. So now, guys, they have said that the PNP has reopened, but again, for each of the program, requirements may have changed. So if you had a profile in New Brunswick PNP portal, you had an expression of interest, make sure you recheck it, make sure you check that you meet the new eligibility requirements, because they have changed. So let's take a look. So in this video, we're going to talk about three main programs. One is New Brunswick Express Entry, second is New Brunswick Skilled Worker Stream, and the third is the Atlantic Immigration Program. These are the most common programs in New Brunswick. So let's begin with the New Brunswick Express Entry stream here. Now, guys, has anything changed? Well, it says New Brunswick Express Entry stream will begin to accept new expression of interest under the following two pathways, which is either you have an employment in New Brunswick or you fall under the New Brunswick interest pathway. And at the following time, the province is not considering occupations that fall in the following NOCs, and those are accounting technician, bookkeepers, administrative assistant, restaurant and food service manager, food service supervisor, cooks and bakers. That means if your NOC falls under one of this list, you would not be able to apply for New Brunswick Express Entry. Now here they say that New Brunswick student connection under the New Brunswick Express entry is not returning for 2025. So guys, if you remember, before there used to be a student connection, employment connection and interest pathway. Student connection will not be opening again in the year 2025. Now if we go here, let's just quickly look at what does employment in New Brunswick criteria entail. It says that you have a full-time job offer from New Brunswick. You have been living and working in New Brunswick for at least 12 months. These are the two requirements. So for example, if you are eligible for express entry and you have a full-time job offer in New Brunswick from a New Brunswick employer and you've been residing in New Brunswick for 12 months, then you are eligible for the express stream. And the second is New Brunswick interest. This one is that you've received a letter of interest in your federal express entry profile. So when you create your express entry profile, make sure you tick all provinces, and in that, if New Brunswick finds your profile to be useful, they may invite you for an invitation. Then again, this is very standard, and you can find the guide to these programs in this page as well. Now let's go over to the next stream. This is the New Brunswick skilled worker stream. Let's talk about the New Brunswick skilled worker stream. Again, here they are saying that submission to New Brunswick skilled worker stream are not processed on a first come first served basis. It's an expression of interest system, and based on the requirements, based on the priorities of the province, they will pick candidates. In the New Brunswick skilled worker stream, they have made a lot of changes, guys. So before, the skilled worker stream was very different. It required you to have 12 months of experience and a job offer New Brunswick. Things have changed in 2025, and there are three separate pathways. The first pathway is New Brunswick work experience pathway. The second is New Brunswick graduate pathway, and the third is New Brunswick priority occupations pathway. These are the pathways, and no matter what pathway you fall in, the province will not consider the occupations that fall in these NOCs that you see on the screen right now. Accounting technician, bookkeepers, administrative assistants, shippers and receivers, restaurant food service managers, supervisors, cooks, bakers, bartenders, customer service representatives, food and beverage servers, food counter attendant, process control, fish, seafood plant workers, laborers in food processing, laborers in fish and seafood. So a lot of food occupations have been excluded from the stream. Now let's look at the three main pathways, guys. The work experience. So here there is a big change, right? You have worked in a full-time non-seasonal position for past 6 months. That's the requirement at this point, and you have lived in New Brunswick for past 6 months. To qualify under this pathway, these are the requirements. 6 months of employment with the job offer that you're getting, and you have lived in New Brunswick for 6 months. New Brunswick graduates, that you have completed a program of study that is eligible for PGWP from a New Brunswick DLI. And the second important requirement is that you have a full-time job offer from a New Brunswick employer. And the third pathway is New Brunswick's priority occupation, which is you've received a full-time non-seasonal job offer from a New Brunswick employer as a direct result of recruitment mission led by the government of New Brunswick. Now guys, the government of New Brunswick often has these hiring drives, recruitment drives. If you get a job offer in one of the priority occupations through that drive, then you will become eligible for this particular pathway. Again, your NOC should be on one of the specified NOC codes that they have set out, and you must have at least 1 year of work experience related to this position. Now guys, please note that the skilled worker stream eligibility requirements have changed quite a bit. Before, the requirements were that you need 1 year of experience, job offer. Things have changed a lot, so make sure you reread, reconsider these requirements, and make sure you update your profiles accordingly in order to be considered for the stream. The third major stream, which you can see on the screen, is the Atlantic Immigration Program. The Atlantic Immigration Program was also halted by the New Brunswick government, but now they have begun to accept new applications for the New Brunswick AIP. And again, they have excluded some of the NOC codes. So if your job offer falls in any of these NOC codes, you cannot apply for endorsement under the AIP. Rest all the requirements for AIP are very similar. You need a designated employer, you need to apply for endorsement, and following that you have to apply for the permanent residence application with IRCC. So that's it for this video, guys. In summary, we've talked about the express entry stream for New Brunswick, we've talked about the skilled worker stream for New Brunswick, and we've talked about the AIP stream. New Brunswick has reopened its PNP program, which is great news. However, there are slight changes. You have to make sure whichever stream you're targeting, that knock code is not excluded from the list of that particular stream. And for skilled worker stream, if that's your target, please make sure you read the new eligibility requirements because they have changed quite a bit. That's it for this video, guys. If you like the content of this video useful, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you are notified about any new video that we upload. Now guys, if you think this content will help, this video may help any of your friends or family members, make sure you share this video with them. Thanks a lot for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.